never want to see you cry. Girl, you know that I'll come running when you call from 1,000 miles. Yeah, I said, see, what more can I say? I just wanna be there. I just wanna be the one you love. I just wanna be there. I just wanna be the one you lean on. I just wanna be there. Just like your shadow. I just wanna be there. From now until tomorrow. I just wanna be there. 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 Something in my
And a very good morning to you. You're welcome to the first show of First Digital TV. My name is Ania Frampofo, and on the entertainment front, we're hearing that about the 6 wives of Ronnie, who are the one who is celebration. Whether or not that is true, we're going to find out, because our producers got us all the footages and all the bites that actually came off at the celebration yesterday. So today we're dedicating the show to entertainment as always, and we're going to discuss how the one we go. We're going to have guests with us to do all this discussion. My name is Annie. Once again, I'm here with Mr.
Alfred Akansi. You.
What have I done?
No.
I was going to say something else.
Absolutely.
But I was smart enough to have changed it.
I know, right? I know. Fridays is your day, so I allow you to do all the mischief.
But this one's mischief.
Up your sleeves.
Oh, Alfred, don't do. Why are you trying to tarnish my image on air?
Hey.
Like, please don't do that. I don't do mischief. Everybody knows I always carry out the truth. Anyway, so we're doing a weather forecast today, right?
Yeah, today 27 degrees Celsius is what you're experiencing as you drive to work at the moment, and that will persist to this afternoon. Temperatures will drop to about 25 degrees Celsius. Later on in the evening, some sunny breaks also expected along some parts of the coastal belt. Cloudy weather conditions will characterize most of the part of the evening from 4 p.m. to about 7 p.m. when some scattered rain showers are expected along some parts of the coastal belt. The same will be the case up until tomorrow morning when the sun sets up high again. So smile, make your day brighter than the sun. That's what we wish you for today.
So how is the motivational message going to be like today? And he says, a kiss is a lovely trick designed by nature to stop speech when words become superfluous.
Really?
A kiss is a lovely trick designed by nature to stop speech when words become superfluous.
No.
You're not getting it. Let me go over it again. Oh, I thought that. Okay, thank you. It says that a kiss is a lovely trick designed by nature to stop speech when words become superfluous.
Really?
When do words become superfluous?
I think when it means when you're talking too much. Really, I mean, I've seen situations
you done that to your
where.
wife before?
Oh yeah. I mean, sometimes you just have to kiss the voice away. It's just most important, really. But
it is women who always suffer this thing.
Annie, I think that
because they tend to talk too much.
You do? You talk too much?
No, not me.
I was just asking.
Well, if I talk, it's on my work, on my job, yes.
So I think that if you start talking too much, Joshua or Fletcher should just hold your mouth and chew it away. I mean, that's what has to be done. So,
really.
Yeah,
okay, so I hope we have company code and conduct.
What's
we
that
do,
supposed to mean?
You know what it means. You know what it means. I don't know what you are trying to say. That what if somebody's talking to her, some lady's talking to my Joshua and Fletcher should do what?
Yes, emancipate your feelings on that person. No, but kisses are dangerous. It depends on who is giving it to you. But in history, kisses have, betrayed a lot of people out. You can talk about the Bible where Judas used a kiss to betray Jesus. Delilah used a kiss to betray Samson. It could talk about Dominic Strauss-Kahn, World Bank former, boss, was betrayed by a kiss. Monica Lewinsky used the case obviously to start the process of of seducing Bill Clinton. So it's a whole process.
Yeah.
Kissing is. They're going to need to do some lessons on that.
Well, but we're telling us that it's a sweet way nature actually uses too.
Yeah, I think the beautiful thing is that you're doing something which on a normal day you wouldn't do. I mean, when you think about the fact that you are exchanging fluid, which you wouldn't literally take on a normal day, that tells you that emotions are at play.
But you should be careful who you kiss, because hepatitis is all over the place.
Hepatitis.
Yeah, and hepatitis is gotten through food, not kissing, but food. So kissing included.
Yeah.
Yes. So be careful whom you kiss. Don't just go around kissing people, or don't go around talking too much, or people
Looks
end
like
up
people have
kissing.
started, already
Kissing around.
That's true. Wow.
Well, it's a lovely trick by nature.
Just to silence.
But the word is a trick.
Much.
It's a trick. It's not real. It's just a trick.
That's a trick. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where the catchword is.
It's a trick.
It's a trick.
Kisses are tricks.
That's what you should watch out.
Trick kissing. Anyway, so the kisses will take us to the newspapers where we see if we can. Somebody's asking what if.
You asked me about kissing my wife, so I was asking when was the last time you were kissed?
Last time I was kissed, last night.
How was it?
Last night.
It was nice.
It was, it was quite soothing. You know how a kiss on the forehead is like. There are types of kisses. Do you know how the kiss? This is a kiss on the forehead. You see what you were thinking?
Kiss.
Yeah. My dad gave me a kiss. Good night.
No wonder you slept. You were late to work.
My dad gave me a kiss goodnight and I was late to
It
work.
was your dad then.
I wasn't late. I mean, am I late? I wasn't late.
Father kiss.
Father kiss on the forehead.
I see.
Harmless. So I'll go for the Daily Graphic. On the front page it says Tobinco FDA tussle, Parliament calls for ceasefire. Tobinco welcomes move, commits impasse to God. Well,
I hear the
I
organizer
hear.
prayer service.
Yes, and it's a fact. It's Alfred. It's a fact. It was on our news anyway.
Absolutely.
It's a fact. He organized prayers by his Pentecostal pastors to pray
And the
for
tongues.
God to kill Upuni.
Really?
Yes.
The tongues, I heard some. These days when we go to all nights, we normally go to all nights or on Fridays, and when you pray for so many hours and people are getting tired, and the tongues change. Mantaya. This one it was Opuni. That was the tongues. So, I'm sorry.
Anyway, Alfred, I like that. It was Opuni. Oh, Lord.
That was what happened.
I've had a good laugh.
But
Okay.
serious.
Alfred, this is a serious matter.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, so I tell you
No
the
idea.
story I heard behind this tussle.
Wow.
It's not as it looks really.
It's far
There's
deeper.
more to it,
Wow.
So I think that we should give Opuni the chance to also come out and talk, and the media should also cease fire on this issue.
That's true.
Because really, some of the things I heard yesterday, if I am to go by it, then I think that Tobinco should also cease fire for a while.
Wow.
And it's not all about pastors doing all the prayers for you because you attend a church or anything like that. I mean, come on. It's about the lives of people. It's about
That's
what
true.
you're selling to people. And as illiterate as we are, we don't even know the level at which some risky
True.
drugs can actually put our lives on such certain age. So I think we should also cease fire. for authorities to take charge. So the teacher trainee on strike, Odike in trouble to face Asante Hima for invoking Antoine-Yama. You remember the story you actually captured? Ghana win Waffle Cup, yay! And I am so sad.
I'm not hearing
exactly.
much of that.
I am happy about this, but at the same time, I'm very sad because I was just talking to the sports manager that I think that this didn't receive enough publicity.
True.
And it's bad enough. We've won it, like really.
And we're just. I didn't hear anything yesterday after 3-1.
No. Well, was that a
even the number of supporters who were at the sports stadium, it was hosted in Ghana.
And people didn't even choose.
Just a handful.
Yes, because there was no publicity, people didn't go. And I'm so sure officials actually took money for things like that to be done or to have been done. And they refused to do it. So nice kind of way. So we don't know we've won a cup anyway. That's why I'm still in my normal dress. I would have been in Black Stars dress.
True.
You know me. Normally, I would have done
I don't understand
my Ghana flag attire. Well, so Parliament calls for ceasefire in Tobinco FDA tussle. Story says that the Chief Executive Officer of Tobinco Pharmaceuticals Limited, Mr. Samuel Amotobi, has welcomed the decision of the Parliamentary Select Committee of Health to intervene in the company's disagreements with the Food and Drugs Authority. Something that I also heard that I'm not too happy about, following the stories, the series of information I had, I actually derived yesterday, is that Tobinco, Ms. Dr. Opuni, didn't want to. Daily Graphic. Let's tell the blunder. Dr. Samuel Opuni.
Nothing is wrong. That's Stephen, yeah? We all know it's Stephen. So we all know it's Stephen.
Yeah.
What is that?
See the way it caught my eye. Anyway, Daily Graphic, that's a blunder. He's Stephen, he's not Samuel.
True.
So what I heard was Stephen Opuni is trying to protect Tobinco because former president, late President Mills, assuming office, actually said that he didn't want them to destroy local industries. So they are trying as much as possible to give a chance to local manufacturers, to thrive. And so they don't want to do anything for it to look like they are actually coming after you. So they noticed the first sort of drugs, fake drugs in the market. They called him. He actually signed an undertaking that he's not going to do that again. They spotted fake condoms. They called him, cautioned him, and he signed an undertaking. Upon a third incident of actually realizing that there were fake drugs actually at the port yet to be released onto the market, then they called him again and called even distributors from Japan. So distributors actually came to Ghana, met Dr. Opuni, all signed undertaking, and all these things are there. Yet FDA, Tobinco went ahead
and did that. No, then this.
And now you're running. You've taken the issue to court. If you've taken it to court, leave it to the court.
Absolutely.
And let Opuni come to defend himself. Issues have come up that Opuni, and in fact, Tobinco said he had actually withdrew the case from the court. He has not done that.
Really?
Yes.
I think that was in the news.
Because Dr. Opuni has also gone to file his defense. And after filing your defense, you can't say that you're taking it out of court because he filed his defense already.
Exactly.
So I think that Tobinco should give them the chance to help him instead of going this way. Because right now, I think that with what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing, if I'm to go by it, like I said already, it means that he's just crying for public sympathy.
I see.
So, details of that probably as we go will unfold.
The Parliamentary Committee on Health has also called for a ceasefire. Yesterday,
the pastors have actually come to see Opuni on this. And Opuni has taken his time to explain this whole thing to the pastors.
So why? Anyway, it's
So my beef was so okay. So what is Opini's taking this? What is it? Why is he quiet? Sometimes I don't want to say the things that are actually.
They said ceasefire, so I'm sure that's what
Parliament says ceasefire. Ceasefire doesn't mean ceasefire. So I have my name here.
Really?
Nana Efia Kobi Sewa and Pima Sante Hema. You remember this woman?
Yeah.
She's still alive.
Wow.
She looks so old here. Well, so the story says that the presidential candidate of the United Front Party in the 2012 elections, Mr. Kwesi Adai, popularly known as ODK, has been summoned to the Santehima Palace in Kumasi for invoking the powerful Ashanti deity Atwa Nyama to curse the Kumasi Metropolitan Chief Executive and the Chief of Asokwa.
I mean,
now
every other time, Antoine, everybody, the least thing you take eggs and
Antoine is suffering.
Come on.
I said the devil even says gets surprises at the sins that we commit sometimes.
Truly, I mean,
can
why?
You do that
Every time.
So
I think he's as good as
someone. Well,
yeah.
Let's see what will happen to. I think I can call him. You know he's my friend.
Yeah.
I can call him and find out. In fact, we'll find out. We'll try and call him. Political traditional leaders must collaborate. Speaker says so. Advising political leaders here. So I think those are some of the details I'll capture. But in the middle spread of the Daily Graphic 2014 budget statement and economic policy, Daily Graphic is just doing justice to the analysis, and so you can grab it and read details of it from the Daily Graphic. At the back page covered the teacup we won yesterday.
You said a teacup?
Yes.
Really? Why does it look like a teacup?
Obia use the teacup and no, it's teacup. It's not popular.
You think that's
it's
why
normal,
we're not celebrating?
Yeah, that's how best I can describe it. If it were not to be a teacup, why would
our focus,
how come we don't even know anything?
Well, I think
about
the focus is being on the preparation.
Well, so that's what Ghana has won a cup. Oh, okay, I got it.
Cup.
Ghana win Wafu Cup, teacup.
Teacup.
Story says that there was jubilation by Kumasi football fans who heaped praises on the local Black Stars for braving the storm to defeat their highly fancied Senegalese counterpart 3-1 in a grand finale of the Go TV Wafu Cup at the Baba Yara Stadium last night. So those are some of the details, and the pictures comes with the Deputy Minister of Sports, Youth and Sports, Joseph Yamin, and some officials in our pictures there.
So, well, they should also be paid the winning bonuses, and all that. The Ghanaian Times newspaper this morning, Ghanaian Times says hawker pushed into truck's path, and this is a very, very sad story. And when I heard it yesterday, I was like, how cruel can we be? In their struggle to be the first to get to passengers on a moving vehicle, a bread seller shoved her colleague into the way of a truck on the main Bantama Road in Kumasi yesterday morning, resulting in her death. Despite the truck driver's efforts to avoid hitting the woman, Ayine Azuma, 30, was knocked down and run over by the truck, killing her instantly. Eyewitnesses say, but for the timely intervention of the police, the suspect, Emanuela Akolbela, 20, would have been lynched by a mob which charged on her. This, what happens when you're traveling on these long distances, especially when you get in some, those trophies.
You're even going too far.
The bread sellers.
You're even going too far.
They
the
literally
here.
rush
just the motorway here.
And
it's.
And this is what happened. One just showed
I
the
wonder
other.
how we can actually do some education to let them know the dangers in actually being on the streets. Because sometimes, when the lanes are about 3 or 4, you want to probably move into another lane. But for a hawker standing there, you can't move. And then you honk on him before you know he's insulting you. Oh, that was and then you are like,
really sad. That's this is a very sad situation. It brings up the issue of we controlling hawkers on our streets. Let's really check that.
This one, does it lie solely with the MTTU or the Accra
the
Mayor?
KMA? AMA, KMA, both of them should work hand in hand. Because the issue of hawking
and then the Metropolitan Assembly.
That's true. The issue of hawking has been politicized. So we try to take hawkers off and you're sure you lose your votes. So more oil to flow, and government has granted an exploration and production license to AGM Petroleum Ghana Limited, a private petroleum company, to undertake petroleum operations in the South Deepwater Tunnel contract area. As a result, Parliament yesterday gave a legislative approval to a contract agreement between the government and AGM Petroleum to enable the company to begin its operations in the area. And AGM Petroleum Ghana Limited, and this company, I'm told, was established just a year ago, the same as Fortis.
So the capability of them
wholly
actually
Ghanaian owned, and you see, it's bringing up issues as to this allegation of people just setting up companies, with some collusion from members of government to rip the nation.
We're not saying that you can't set up a company for it to thrive, but
that's not
with the company that has been set up just not too long ago, enough investigations must be carried out,
exactly.
and there should be more transparency when you're actually doing.
Other companies with 20 years experience in life bid for this same contract,
and they couldn't win,
and they couldn't get it. So it brings up issues really. High Court adjourns Merchant Bank case. Comes to the picture of Andrew Awuni and KB Asante. KB Asante was in court yesterday to throw his weight behind Andrew Awuni.
No,
and
Alfred, let me do some clarification. He said he didn't go throwing his weight behind anybody. He said he wanted to go and get a first-hand information on the whole transaction, because he has given a vivid, which in the right time we will bring it to your viewing. He's given a vivid, reasons behind the establishment of Merchant Bank. So we'll get you the footages later, but I've personally spoken with him, and he has actually said that he didn't go throwing his weight behind. He supports the fact that somebody would want to carry out such an exercise because it is of the interest. It is in the interest of the nation. But he has also gone there to get his own information, and is following up closely to make sure that once he gets all the information he needs, he can also make his own judgment. But every Ghanaian should be and must be interested in this transaction, because it is Merchant Bank. It has your money, it has my money. Because it's that has the chunk of shares in Merchant Bank. So that's it.
I think it's worth it.
But it's good we're having some of our statesmen being interested in matters like this, so that we don't feel neglected after all is said and done.
Ministry of Health won't accept replacement of substandard condoms. Is also captured in here, and talk about condoms, and I get very, very concerned, because this Be Safe condoms is on the market. And Shariah is saying that they will not accept substandard condoms, but it's being sold. Let's check it. My life is in danger. Bona Hafo Regional Minister is here talking about that one. He's been embroiled in chieftaincy issues, and you can be sure that you receive death threats on that score. 65th New Year School launch is also captured in here, and phase 2 of Takoradi Port expansion project begins next week. It's also captured in here, and the back page of the paper. Polo unveiled as new house coach, and it comes with a bold inscription of First Digital, because we're heavily represented there. Great Olympics Trans the International is also captured in here. Those days I used to support the Olympics. Only Dade, all ladies of Ghanaian soccer. I love them, but Charlie now I don't even know my bearing.
Anyway,
they're just disappointing all of us.
So I take the Today newspaper on the front page. It says court chases Kumasi mayor over KJTR invasion. Revenue collectors to be axed, and when we say to be axed, I mean say axed for non-performance. And the story, I'm interested in this revenue collection. More. So the fate of some contracted revenue collectors of the Ghana South Municipal Assembly in the Greater Accra region is hanging in the balance following a proposed terminal of, and I'm trying to get the other part of the story, of higher appointments by the municipal chief executive. The MCE, Mr. Jerry Akoy Thompson, said the action has become necessary due to the non-performance of the hired workers in their various assignments. And he disclosed this at the third honorary meeting of assembly members for the 26 electoral areas of the municipality on Wednesday, November 20, 7th. Comes with a picture of Akwe, Jerry Akwe Thompson. You remember this one?
Of course.
I want to take court charges. Kumasi Mayor also. It says the Kumasi High Court is set to hear a case of contempt brought before it against the Mayor of Kumasi, Kojo Bonsu, by Freco FD Company Limited, a private company that was either managing the Kajetia bus terminal. This means the means by which the mayor will be served is described as a substituted contempt service notice and has become necessary due to what the plaintiff in the case Freco FD describes as a deliberate attempt by Mr. Bonsu to dodge in quotes, to dodge being served court papers to appear before the judge for contempt. And so let's see how this story, and I know today newspaper is following this story closely.
Absolutely.
And so we will bring you details as they also do this follow-up. We still have on the back page Coconut Grove Hotel winning the Best Hospitality and Tourism Hotel Award, and I'm so proud of this.
We're all proud of
yeah,
them. Member of the group Indom, we celebrate you. We celebrate you.
Right.
Yeah.
So those are some of the stories I'll capture in the today.
Okay, I'll do this very quickly. New Weekend Crusading Guy newspaper says Freco boss speaks. Galamsey scare hits Legon. Residents fear cave-in situation, and I wonder how. What's going on? Ibrahim standing behind a heap of a sand site.
Is he buried in the sand?
No, he's just.
Oh, it's just an insect.
Exactly. Fallout from customers' life savings story. GCB clears staff, says police forensic report. Exonerated bank officials also captured there. Race for NPP youth organizer slot. Upper East falls for Richard Nyama. He is with the Progressive Nationalist Forum. He is vying for that national youth organizer position of the New Patriotic Party, together with the likes of Samia Oku, whose names have come
Samia Oku has been silent for a while.
He's working on the ground. He says he's doing grassroots mobilization for his position. National Youth Organizer. Well, stands a chance though. Not bad. So I'll give you the details of this particular story that I'm saying, Legon. Just when government appears to be winning the war in the hinterlands against illegal miners, popularly referred to as Galamseyers, right in the middle of the capital city in a town called Westland in Legon, a combined team of Ghanaian and 2 Kuwaitis are suspected to be digging it out earnestly in the residential area. Come on, acting upon a tip-off from some worried residents in the area who besieged the premises of the New Crusading Guide for assistance. This paper's investigation so far can point out unambiguously that the residents fear and the allegation of Galamsey going on in an area like Westlands. Come on.
So I can tell Ghana is actually
Westlands right here.
We were sitting on gold.
We are, but
we are
I mean,
but imagine giving a chance to any foreigner to come and mine anywhere. In fact, come and do illegal galamsey.
No, I mean, you just go anywhere and start digging because you've seen something you call gold.
Okay. And
it's dangerous. Yeah, I saw that.
No more,
obviously.
But this is
bad. Dangerous. It's really dangerous.
So what I can say is that these Ghanaians have actually collected money. You can tell. Collected money from these Lebanese, Kuwaitis.
I mean, any kind of nationality comes into this country and start doing things. I mean, Kuwait now is Kuwait.
Inferiority complex actually makes us actually do that.
I mean, come on.
So I will capture the papers, the stories on the front pages of the Enquirer. It says that unwinding the GNPC drill ship sale, NPP wobbles. So when they say something is wobbling, when you're driving and your tire is going this way, it means that you're
lack of alignment. That's what it means.
You're wobbling. So over how funds from sale of drill ship were used and by whom. While shames armchair politicians as he builds market for Kofi Pare community. Yesterday we went round,
Kofi Pare,
you and I and Kennedy Asadesechi, and I can tell that I think that there's some improvement. Hardly would you meet officials in the office. I mean the head of you meet them.
No,
you meet them.
They are out there in the field.
And I hope that if you are out there on the field, you are doing a good job. You are not there.
Were they actually out doing the work? Or
that is my question. I am glad that I didn't find you doing armchair ministerial positions.
But they could be doing other things.
But if you are not there to work and you're there to do other things, as he say, then and it comes to the picture of one of them. ICT to drive middle income status. Mama cut salt for Tadi port expansion and news analysis. Joe ship sale not $3 million matter. It's an over $40 million trouble. So well, those are some of the stories captured. Kakawa performance. Hans Moye, is it this Moye?
Moyes.
Moyes.
Yes.
Moyes, another happy headache.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, so I'm not even telling. Sorry. So, well, that's
David Moyes is the coach of Manchester United.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one very incompetent coach like that.
Can you go on with the other stories, please?
It's a disgrace to the family. The Daily Dispatch says election results confirm Aiko Tus Ashanti Achim rivalry killing NPP. That's what you're talking about. That analysis in the paper and details would interest you. Second-hand clothing to the rescue. Wow, some years back, and this is more like a feature. It says I watch in amusement as the late Ghanaian sensational comedian Waterproof poked some fun at a young man performing at the National Theatre in Accra. Generous people were asked to drop some token amount into a ball placed on the stage. Now it goes on and on. Waterproof actually rejected a handkerchief which he said was supposed to be second hand. So that's what this paper started the article with, and I find it very interesting. It comes with catalogs of second-hand clothing in the pictures of this paper. In the details would interest you.
Okay, I'll go for the Chronicle newspaper. MPs waiting to Tobinco affair, and other stories also says Swedish Koi sacks workers for joining union. And yesterday, when I got to the TUT premises, all I could hear was, "Are you guys on the union? Are you guys on the union?" I'm like, "Our company will go come." That is slightly said. I mean, I won't say it loud. MPs waiting to Tobinco. Well, that's what I read in the other papers. Ghana pledges support for common ECOWAS currency, and I heard the president loud and clear when he was saying this, that they are going to push the agenda for Africa to attain the one currency usage. So President Dramani Mahama has pledged to lead processes towards attainment of a common monetary convergence in Ghana and other economic community of West African states by 2015. How this is going to be easy, I wonder. We all have different agenda, and greedy ones, of course. Sure. So he has also promised to support efforts at achieving a common currency in the sub-region by 2020. The president made the pledge when Keida Desire Wadrango, chairman of ECOWAS, and other commissioners, I hope I didn't crucify his name, and other commissioners of the ECOWAS Commission called on him at the Flagstaff House in Kanda. Keida Desire Wadrago.
It's good you took it.
Yeah. I did.
That's
so there's a threat. There's a story that is more of a threat. It says river levels in Ghana to reduce in 2020.
Really?
And I know friends of river bodies and whatever are around.
Friends of the earth and
yes.
all that.
So a study is being put together as one word. I wonder why. A study by Water Resource Institute of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research and Climate Change and Water Resources has reviewed that there would be a general reduction in annual river flows in Ghana by 15 to 20% in the year 2020 and 30 to 40% in the year 2050. Hey,
wow.
Like it's going to, like no rains are going to come, nothing to and we are going on. We are improving on cutting down our trees.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord, Ghana.
You see, they say when the last tree dies, the last man dies.
Well, and that's going to happen for you. So Eden staff panel lady customer, Presbyterian University College chalk successes. Oh, I'd love to take this because it's Presby. Professor Kofi Srakulate President of the Presbyterian University College of Ghana, PUC-CG, has enumerated achievement of college since its establishment in 10 years ago. So I'll make sure I be a graduate of this particular school one day.
I wish you well on that.
Thank you.
Great. Now, there's a story in the Daily Guide which I reserve for the last, and I think that the best is saved for the last sometimes, and it's worth it. Chachu's $24 million trotro ship is also captured here.
What?
Yeah, actually, that's what's here. But one that will blow your mind for the weekend, I think. It has emerged that the Chachu Chikates-led GNPC used a controversial drill ship like a private commuter vehicle, popularly called Trotro. According to a qualified marine engineer, it goes on and on to engineer MK Teria on board the Discoverer 511. He is here also giving his account of what he knows. Sarkodia Blast Media, can you imagine? For what? Sir John summons to WikiLeaks. Really? I'll give you the details of this particular story, and then I'm reserving one story for the last intentionally. The General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Kojo Usofri, popularly known as Sir John, will on Monday appear before the allegations that the judgment of the 2012 presidential election was compromised. Daily Guide has gathered. Daily Guide sources within the judicial service stated that Sir John's appearance was for him to clearly state the case in a petition he filed with Chief Justice Tobiora Georgina Wood. That's also captured in here. But Annie,
so he's appearing before the commission on Monday.
True. That's what the Daily Guide is reporting, and we cannot say that for sure if it's going to be in camera or out of camera. But how would you feel? And if after 20 years of marriage,
I know what you're going to.
20 years, 20 solid years of marriage, I mean, you find out that the 3 kids that you've been fathering all this while are not your biological children.
You are the married one. I should ask you that question.
Annie,
how would you feel when you know that the 4 kids you've been fathering for
I have
20
one little 4-month-old baby who I try to always, make sure he looks like me every now and then.
Because you want to teach at Krabakota. I don't know if I can believe that you didn't actually have babies with some of these, young old students,
No, but the thing is, sometimes I get very uncomfortable when I hear people who are very ignorant about issues relating to marriage talking about marriage. Because, honey, if you are out of it, you have a very different picture until you get in.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that you'll be the right person to give me that answer.
I will not even be, because I'm just less than 2 years old in this.
You wouldn't even be the right
because
person.
I haven't had so much experience in there. But I mean, the little I can say is that every marriage is exclusive to itself. You would hear so many other stories and examples, but if you get in there, you have your own story to tell for yourself. So I'm not going to be too quick to judge Odatilamte's wife, for infidelity, because the foundation of the marriage is important. Maybe something might have happened somewhere at a point in time. Because look, 2 people get married for various reasons. Odatilante had money. I mean, he was famous at the time, 20 years ago. But why did they get married in the first place? I mean, to the extent that you have 3 kids, 20 years in a marriage, you've been fathering them, you didn't know that they were your children. I mean, Annie, look, let's not. Marriage is a serious business, and for me, one thing I always say to myself is, you only marry somebody who can tolerate your excesses.
But you see,
your foolishness,
I think that Odate should be, as soon as possible, should find a solution to it.
He's taking the matter to court.
Yeah, and apart from taking the matter to court, well, he's still married to a woman, so he can't actually have any affair with another woman.
This is
but
serious.
I think that as a footballer,
20
a
years.
legendary one, of course.
I mean, when I heard it, I got chills on my body, because look, 20 years of marriage, and you've got 3 kids. They're all not even one, not 2. All the 3.
If you're living a 20-year marriage life of a lie.
Serious?
Yeah.
I mean,
20 years
women can be some will. Some. I must say, I'm sorry. I mean, obviously, some women, You can have.
No, but you see,
you would value certain virtues.
You see,
I can speak for my wife as well.
Yeah, I don't
But
like
then,
it. Listen, no,
it's
I don't
only
like it
some
when
way.
people
It's
say
serious.
women, women and then
No, I
women
didn't
and
say
generalize it.
women. That's what- I mean,
but
that's
not,
what I was
not
saying.
on you. But you see, this is wicked enough to carry the sins of about 10 women.
Seriously,
Or probably 20
I mean,
women.
but
so
then
one person commits a very serious blunder or a very serious offense, for that matter, for
it
want of
covers
better
up all
word,
the
and then
women.
it covers like a chunk of women. That's what's happening.
but Anya, that's what I was saying.
What-
Let's not be
what-
too
what-
quick to
what-
judge.
Yeah, what one
Ola
person can do
Odatilamte's wife.
sometimes can kill
No.
about 100 persons, and that. But this is not fair. This is so unfair.
Let's not be too quick to judge her.
Somebody
Maybe
could easily pass out just for this information.
Yeah, true. I mean,
Yeah.
Odate has been very, very strong. Hearing this and still holding on. I mean, to
But,
this
but, but I
extent.
think we can actually chip this issue on what we're coming to discuss this morning, because we want to do a little bit of Ronnie sex wives.
Yeah, I mean, it fits into it.
Yeah, and see which is better. Is it lying to you for 20 years
Wow.
or keeping 6 girlfriends and calling all of them my wives, and all of them didn't even know they are in a competition?
Charlie, it's serious.
It's serious, Ghanaians.
I have
Call
a
yourselves hospitable.
picture of
Yes,
my.
you do funny, very, very, very interesting things.
I'm telling you.
Look, I her face with some shades.
Charlie.
Anyway, I'm not judging you, but maybe she has her reasons.
Truly, I mean, everything in life has a reason, but that's whether the reason is tenable or not.
Exactly. As
is
whether
what
it's
it is.
tenable or not. You didn't read it. Former Black Stars
Please
player
do. I
Neo
think it's
Dante
shocking.
Lamptey says after 20 years of marriage with his wife Gloria, he has just found out that he is not the biological father of their 3 children. I was actually speaking with a sports analyst, Adamu Seiju, who said that he doesn't believe in DNA. And I said, Adamu, DNA test is a 99% correct. And then he's like, yeah, he has a problem with the 1%. And I said the 1% is the lapses that can sometimes happen in the hospital.
This will trigger a lot of issues.
Exactly.
Some fathers will quickly go and start
and-
doing some DNA
But I think they
tests,
should
but
be doing that.
I think I always look at
Fathers should be
my
doing
son's
that.
face every morning on my phone
And you
just to
see-
make sure
that's your
he
mirror.
looks like me because.
Your wife wouldn't want to hear this one.
Oh no, I joke. She knows I just make fun of her sometimes.
I'm sorry, okay? Don't mind. Don't mind you. Anyway,
But
so
I mean, it's a sad
Odate
situation.
still looks
Really.
young. I think he still looks attractive as a guy.
So are you saying that he should divorce and go and get married
yes,
again?
yes, that one I'm standing on my yes.
How
I am, or I'm actually
how different would that woman be?
I'm being
Every
firm on
woman
this
has her own
advice.
excesses. You
How
just need to
different would that
tolerate it.
woman be? It's not about the difference of between the women. It's
Oh.
about him having his own child. This is a football legendary, and
If that's what you're saying,
yes,
I agree with
he
you on
needs
that. If he
someone
has to
to
get his own child,
Abedi
it's
Pele
just-
has his children playing football. You think that when he stays in his room and left alone in his
I
room, he
think-
doesn't feel proud of himself?
That they should
He
just.
will feel bad enough.
I
so
think he should continue taking care of the
yes.
children.
Well, yeah. Well, anyway, you can take care of other people's children as your own anyway. But having your blood child to help, that is if you want.
Divorce.
If you want, I would advise that he should go for another woman and make his own children. If not, he has already taken care of these children for 20 years, and that's a lot of money. That's like investment, really. Or you see where he and Kaba now, I think the shares like we'll be owning major shares in Merchant Bank. Like by now, Merchant Bank will not be be giving out for sales.
No, but I think one of these days you should, get into these issues of family life.
Yeah.
On a Friday.
Yeah. Oh, family life on a Friday.
Yeah, I
Family
think
life
before we even came on set, our very own makeup artist Nanaya was making up an argument that I think Joshua was singing a song and saying my so then I posed a question that, look, are you gonna go after would you accept a proposal from somebody who doesn't look flamboyant, like all fresh, lovely, bubbling, fresh boy in the building?
No, but you
kind
see,
of
face the
young
fact,
man,
if the person has not come clean, prepared, well dressed, nice shoes,
But,
how do you
Annie,
see the person's potential?
sometimes Sometimes I agree with you. It's another topic for another day. I don't think we can end it because not everything that glitters is gold. Really, some gifts come in very tattered, packages, and you need to just.
But you see, ladies who like it all fresh and all ready. Watch out, because these days, rich men are disguising themselves looking for wives.
Truly.
You can't get it all
fresh. Truly.
You better follow him. You have no idea the fortunes you are going to be entitled to. So, our very own Joshua is out there in tattered clothing. You should look out for him.
In search of a damsel.
And he's got it all.
In search of a damsel.
He's got it all covered.
Yes. Heavily endowed in front.
Frontiers. Alright, it's a fresh show on First Digital TV. We're going to continue right after this with the discussion. I have our own Akablay in the house. If you don't know Akablay, I'm going to tell you a lot about Akablay, but I'm going to let him give us some information about himself, so that if you don't know him, you're missing out, because that is a gift we have here in Ghana and across the world on international front. He's made us proud, so we're going to have him as a great man.
I mean, if you're somebody who loves Afrobeat,
you would appreciate his works.
What he's made of. Those days growing up in the 70s and 80s, man who is...
Excuse me? Who growing up in the 70s and 80s?
Why?
Why? Those days, who growing up in the 80s and 70s? Who? Who?
Where were you? When were we?
We'll be right back. I know you were not there, so please, we'll be right back.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Kasako. Someone in bed. Back me out to them. Someone in bed. Back me out to them. Mama told them. In bed. Mama told them. In bed. Yeah. I know what I'm wearing. Someone in bed. Back me out to them. Someone in bed. Back me out to them. Mama told them. In bed. Mama told them. In bed. Yeah. I know what I'm wearing. Things you do that make I feel some way. And then maybe we had never make sure we have midday. What wasn't to turn them and me feel you way. And then the baby door. I'm falling in love with you, girl. Falling in love with you is like a dream. You can't move by some more here, time. No friend, no someone else you have me. I need some more. I'm falling in love with you, girl. Yeah. Someone in bed. Back me out to them. Someone in bed. Back me out to them. Mama told them. In bed. Mama told them. In bed. Yeah. I know what I'm wearing. Yeah. Someone in bed. Back me out to them. Someone in bed. Back me out to them. Mama told them. In bed. Mama told them. In bed. Yeah. I know what I'm wearing. Yeah.
Woman me feel it with more. Talking me beer wa come front door. Wait, hi, fe man break in the jaw. Dream me see gonna me to be a crambo. Hey, me sick get 32. Chew my mouth, man don't catch just for. Yo, me when I wanna me deal to. I wanna over to sa fatty pop at the pump. Pop jump pop, Peter for so the boy cash on John when the song no be dog. Put back the chair by the buck the say that my fans no be small. My Papa di bisa ko dia bata brofu seminti me mindi body. Oh baby, me be plantain chips, you know maintain hips, come out to 40. Let's go. Oh hey man, trim me wife, it's a B5 New York, me fast to your mouth. Me family who second me dress my conduct. Me will goose go me VIP for X4. I'm a sponsor the game like Astro and Bookie for X-Ray, Boogie down, we got for we on tour. Any y'all go they pay in your love, I won't fall like Colum. Yeah, Colum, what's the money? Colum, Bakume, Colum, what's the money? Colum, Bakume, Colum, Mama told them, Colum, Colum, Mama told them, Colum, yeah, I know what I'm wearing. Colum, what's the money? Colum, Bakume, told them, Colum, what's the money? Colum, Bakume, told them, Colum, Mama told them, Colum, Mama told them, Colum, yeah, I know what I'm wearing. Talking about me no me feel it, boy. What me feel it, macho? Talking about me no me feel it, boy. I don't die and you say free. Now say me run more, I dey free. I don't die and me damn me. Please. I don't die and you say free. Now say me run more, I dey free. To do so crop enough for me, shemu, free. What me feel it, macho? Talking about me no me feel it, boy.
Alright, what my lady said, Utakobi for the girls, bring me palm better.
Now, I wake up in the morning, she says a prayer for me to start my day.
What?
Right after yawning, she go holla, baby, are you okay? Many things have gone bad. Sometimes I play the wrong card, and you and I know that. But she only wants to know if I'm gonna be a good dad. She always forgives me. She be my sight when I can't see. My lover, my cutie, my navigator for deep sea. Ooh,
what else?
Baby, let's go dance. Cause I can't deny it. You're my ambulance. And she go to talk all more for me. Make her go to walk. She go to walk all more for me. Make her go to talk. She go to talk all more for me.
Straight up.
Make her go to walk. She go to walk all more for me.
Let's go.
If you living in a big glass house, then don't throw so.
What else? You know what time it is. So when my lady
If your
said,
baby is all you got, then hold it close. Just. If you living in a big glass house, then don't throw stones.
never. You know what time it is.
If your baby don't get fat back,
What else?
she's born to born.
Alright, so where my lady at? I'm in the pool. She be like Angelina Jolie. So many ladies on my mind, but she's my only. She be too nice to me, trying to totally. We are coming soon on your TV. This is Jeremy and Jay Foley. What else? And Rami need the crown, oh yeah, my wife. And Rami Nantigo Studio, she was still by my side. Poverty, any issue, you're cutting circle on the ice. Yes, she be my life, baby.
I've been waiting for,
What else?
searching for, looking for someone to come and take my stress away and want to share my love. She's a lady and a guardian. A smile will take my breath away from when I'm down and want to feel at home. She know they like to wear no frown, baby. Only way to wear my crown.
know what time it is. All right, let's go. Listen. You remember your little cousin Tiwa Tokpe?
Wait, is this the same Tiwa Tokpe?
She has the best voice in town.
Is that so?
Maybe she can sing something for our engagement later tonight.
Fantastic.
That's a good idea.
Tiwa, did you hear that? Make sure you get over this shyness before tonight. Do not disgrace me.
Oh yeah, mama, oh, get your kille, oh, daddy me, oh, the time don't come, oh, 'cause I'm flying high, his name is all over my heart, 'cause no be lie, nothing can tear us apart, nothing to you, I can die for you, I must be the luckiest girl in the world, 'cause you chose me to share this love in your world.
Easy. Timbani mi ò nífẹ̀ẹ́, baby. Irọ́ lásán ni. Ojú mi lójú rẹ̀, baby. Ṣé ni màá tán ni? Would you please hold my hand while I'm on me? My baby, just say yes. Why did to me? Sorry, I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby, oh, take my hand, let's go. I'm ready to love my boo like there's no tomorrow. A long time ago, I must have done something good, so I'm thanking my God, 'cause he loves me the way that he should. Nothing to you, my I can die for you, and I must be.
Make sure you get over this shyness before tonight.
In the world, 'cause you chose me.
Something in my mind, I wanna talk about it, feeling deep inside, cannot suppress it, this must be love, I'm not searching no more, I found the one for me, yeah, you are my destiny, you are my destiny, I want to be the one you seek in the morning, before you go to sleep at night, I just want to be the one you holding, I never want to see you cry. Girl, you know that I'll come running when you call from 1,000 miles, yeah. I said, see, what more can I say? Yeah.
You're welcome back. It's the first show on First Digital TV, and my name is Annie F1 I've been joined already on the set by my guest. I want to read some excerpts for you to appreciate or have an idea of what I'm going to do on the show today. So I mentioned Akable, and I don't know if you like Afro-pop music. If you don't, I'm going to read this, and then you get to know a bit about the person. Then later in the show, we can allow him to talk. So the name here is Anthony Akable. Anthony Akable. Now, Akable is a highlight musician from the Nzima land in the western region of Ghana. His exploits in music began at a tender age while at St. John Secondary School with the school band Matthew Chapter 5, and his love for music took him around accomplished guitar players such as Pa Joe, the great Ko Nimo, and Onyina, among others. He blended their style of playing together, adding his own style of playing, which made him the most sought after guitarist in Ghana for studio sessions and live shows after he completed school. Akabley saw his breakthrough when Joel Aka, one of the local giants in Ghana Hip Life or Ghanaian Hip Life, invited him to join his group, the Butterfly Six. They took a tour to Europe, playing in Germany, Holland, and France. After playing with Joel Aka for some years, he spearheaded a formation of Western Diamonds Band in Takoradi in 1991. In 1994, the band, after toured Belgium and played on the Finks Festival. Is that the name? Finks Festival. I'm really a journalist. The WOMAD Festival and Notting Hill Carnival in London, the Delft Festival in Rotterdam, and played in the launching of the DWTV in Berlin, Germany. That was big. Yeah. So they also played in 3 American states: Kilimanjaro Nightclub in Washington, New Jersey, Queen Elizabeth Hall, and the Bronx, New York in 1996. He also performed with Nadbrew and Manzaba in the Surface Music Festival in Switzerland. In 2006, he was voted the best guitarist in the Sunshine Music Awards, after which he joined Rex Omar's new Ashanti band that took him to 15 African countries in the early part of 2007. He was also voted the best instrumentalist of the year 2006 in the 10th Ghana Music Awards organized by Charterhouse, and he has toured extensively in Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and playing in places like Silkeborg, Aarhus, Copenhagen. Copenhagen. That's German, right?
Yeah.
Well,
it's a Danish.
Okay. Oslo. Hi, Oro.
We.
It is pronounced we.
We,
hi. Oro, as well as playing during the presentation, the Nobel Peace Prize in Selim Johnson, like Selim Johnson of Liberia, of course, the president of Liberia, and Daddy Lumba of Forian Ponsarek Soma, Neka, Nadbrew, Felix Bell, Orlando Julius of Nigeria, Sonti Ndebele, is that the name?
Yeah.
Of Botswana, just to name a few of the musical stars Akabley has recorded with. So lastly, let me read this. Akabley has become a household face of almost all the television networks in Ghana and recording guitarist for almost all the local music artists in Ghana. Akabley is one of the guitarists who has won popularity to sheer hard work and dedication, and currently regarded as one of the finest guitarists to have emerged from Ghana. Give me thumbs up.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, good morning to you. You're welcome to my show here on First TV. Rutai,
If you have,
I can't see your face.
your lights, you know.
I can see your face.
And I think I look better in my shades, so yeah, I don't go without them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. You look better without the shades.
Are you sure?
You're naturally beautiful. And I
Thank you.
use the word beautiful.
I know.
No way.
I'm good looking. I
You're
know.
really beautiful. really beautiful. And I have Akabley with me here in the studio. In what I read for you, it says that he's become a household name. He's become actually a family with First Digital TV, or for First Digital TV. Thank you so much for coming, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
You're with a gentleman who has the drums in front of him. I don't know you. Please tell me your name.
My name is PK.
You're PK. You're on the band, I guess. and you play the drums. What's the name of this drums?
It's called Jimbe.
Jimbe. Okay, so I will go into Akablé. I read for you to appreciate what I'm coming to introduce to you today, but I want us to do just a little bit of, oh no, maybe we should do that later after we've done Akablé a bit. Right, so yeah, because I wanted us to do a bit of Ronnie, and we've had some excerpts of some tributes for musicians and artists who actually went to his family house yesterday. So maybe later in the show, then we do that.
Exactly.
Right, so now let me start off with Akablé. Akablé, is that your real name?
That's my name.
Your real name?
That's my name.
That name has really helped you.
Exactly.
Because you know, sometimes you have a name, it won't sell, and you want to choose an artist's name or an artist's name, and your name actually is artistic.
Yeah.
You know, when I was even spelling, I thought it was a separate name.
No.
But it's actually together.
Exactly.
It's already artistic. You were born an artist, right?
Of course.
You were born with it. Tell me about Akablé.
Akablé.
Apart from all I've read, you've been around the world. You've done all these wonderful works.
Yeah, Akablé is Akablé is Akablé.
Akablé is Akablé.
Akablé is Akablé, and I've been around playing for everybody in Ghana here. When I say everybody, I mean every musician, including most musicians in Africa. And like you said, I've played for Sonti, Orlando, Yuma Sakela, and I've been on the same stage with this lady from Benin,
Angelique
Kijo, with Richard Bona, with a lot. I can't mention all.
Endless.
I can talk about all the biggest African stars.
Yeah.
I mean, for mentioning Angelique Kijo.
That was in 2011 on the Nobel Peace Prize in Norway. Also, yeah. And I have my band called Ibiza that we've been touring around the world.
Ibiza?
Yeah, Ibiza. Abiza. It's a dance derived from the Kundun Festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the dance that Miwe does when he's performing. It's called Ibiza. And because I'm an Nzema man, so I decided to choose that name for my band. And you know, in Ghana, it's a bit hard for a musician or for a group like my group to be known because everybody wants Azonto, and we don't play Azonto. We try to preserve the Ghanaian culture, but that is how it is in Ghana here. We are rather appreciated outside. So just about 2 months ago, about 1.5 months ago, we came back from a tour in Denmark, and we did our 17 gigs.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
17.
But unfortunately, not that we have not decided not to put it on the Ghanaian media, but we think.
No, I don't think that I agree with you. You don't have to do that at all.
Yeah.
You don't. I don't agree. Why do you have to keep it? Well, we are trying to promote it.
Yeah.
And the people say that we give them what they want.
Yeah, of course.
But trust me, if you give them something they haven't even thought of, they will accept it. So I think that we should also work towards giving them something we know is good. Yes, we love Azonto.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
When did Azonto come?
Yeah, about yesterday.
And that kind of music is something that you are sure it has a lifespan of within 5 years, 10 years. We're not going to, even now we don't even do Azonto. We do Al-Qaeda.
That's right.
Which I don't even know how to dance.
This my mom calls it fried rice music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's something that you can do. It comes, it goes. It comes, it goes. But your kind of music is something that stays.
Timeless.
It's timeless. So we are trying to make it be accepted by the people. It is ours.
Yeah, of course.
Let me ask you, how does it feel like being a Ghanaian guitarist on the international front, yet your own people are not really even accepting your land, but you're making it elsewhere? How does it? Are you able to, brag that I am Ghanaian?
Yeah, of course. I'm very proud. I mean, even on my last tour, I was interviewed on the Danish national television, and then they said,
really?
Yeah, but you are popular here. People know you in Norway. People know you here in Europe. But when you go to Ghana, we don't hear of you. I say, yes, I'm a Ghanaian, but that's how it is in my land. But unfortunately, let me say this. On the Ghanaian media, I need to pay.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Say that on air?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's true. I don't have to lie.
Yeah, you don't.
No, say
I
a
need to pay,
a Ghanaian artist goes out there, to achieve all these feats, comes back home, and it's something that we need to talk about and pride ourselves with. But you approach, people in the media, with your story and everything, like you have evidence, photographs, footages of all these events, and people are expecting, that you grease their palms before they write on your achievement and things like that. I mean, it's pathetic, but that's the reality on the ground. The reality is that you need to pay to talk about stuff like this. I mean, an achievement that Ghana has to be proud of.
I love your attire, and I love your attire.
Thank you.
It's so African. I didn't say it from the beginning, but thank you. It's very beautiful. I love it. I love the fact that you've mixed the African thing with the shoes. It's nice. But give me a feel of your music. So
feel of my music?
Yes, just give me a little bit.
Okay.
Something.
Friend and Jizule. Baga, friend and Jizule. Kwame Krume, Mengani Mingile. Nanuma Mengani na bandio. Nanuma Mengani na bandio. Baga, friend and Jizule. Africa me, yeah, Mozio. Swanzi me muzi boko Nisheke mi se minganio na bandi.
Natural music. Natural. This is
it's a story Kwame Nkrumah told.
I've got tears in my eyes.
Yeah, it's a story Kwame Nkrumah told African leaders. Years about 55.
What language
60.
was that?
That is an Nzima language.
God, look, I've got tears in my eyes. I'm blown away with your music.
That's a story Kwame Nkrumah told about 60 years ago to the African leaders, but they didn't listen to. Yeah.
So what's the meaning?
You want to know the meaning?
I have to know the meaning.
Yeah.
What story was that?
It's an advice, a story that Kwame Nkrumah told. You know the story.
What is the story?
And that is what you just read in the papers. What is happening in Africa now? Okay. What is happening to Ghana?
African leaders.
What is happening in Ghana?
Together.
We have Mankani, we have Brody, we have everything. But go to the streets, everybody's crying.
Hungry.
Why?
They're hungry.
That's what Kwame Nkrumah said. And that is what is happening now. Africa has just realized that you have to come together and then have one currency. Kwame Nkrumah said this in 1950. We are now realizing to have one currency. Why? That's how it is.
You have taken my words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
You don't even understand the language, but you feel it.
I
right?
feel the music.
Yeah.
I don't understand the language, but I feel the music. This is timeless. It's simply timeless. I can have it every time.
Imagine driving home after work in traffic and listening to great music like this. Soothing music like that.
Oh, I mean, this is good.
That's how it is.
I'm not really a fan of Afro pop, but suddenly I'm just beginning to appreciate it. And I understand why your kind of songs will go across the whole of Africa and go continental.
That's right.
I can understand.
That's
so the difficulty, let's look at that challenge there. You're saying that you said on national TV in Denmark, which I'm not comfortable with, but it's already said and done with. So the fact that you have to pay before you appear on a show. Or you appear in the media. Why is that?
To even tell a story, to even tell your successful story. I've been here, I've done a 17 venue tour, in Europe. And, you can see from the footages that all these events were well attended and everything. They were successful. And you want to tell this story, so Ghanaians will be proud that another Ghanaian went out there to do this. And you have to pay people to write a story on that. I mean, it's just unacceptable.
I know we love Sarkodie.
Yeah.
And
It's
he
a
will
good
go
artist.
elsewhere and
Yeah.
go and do things,
That's right.
and perform. But I don't think that if I invite him on the show, I would say, Sarkodie, you have to pay before you come.
Maybe out of 1,000, it's you.
Yeah, I mean,
How many of you would do that?
Well, I still don't have the conscience. Anyway, it's a good and take affair.
Of course.
It's a give and take affair. I mean, I need you on my show because you are a star, an international one for that matter, and I'm just trying to read the logic in it. Unless you're
there's
doing
no
the
logic.
show,
There's no logic.
and you are doing the promotion of the show.
That's right.
You're selling tickets. You have sponsors. That one definitely it will be fair to ask that I have my part.
Of course, then it's
Something-
commercial,
it's
right?
commercial, exactly. But with something that we all helping build Ghana, maybe Ruta, you can help me in that sense. What is the logic behind?
There's
that?
no logic behind it. I mean, there's no logic whatsoever. You know, it is just that I think that as a people, we still don't really understand. We don't really appreciate the fact that art and culture, you know, goes a long way to promote us, you know, as a community. And so we need to, you know, invest in it in our own little way. Everyone has to play a part. But we still don't get that bit, you know. We think that once, you know, someone walks to you to ask you for anything, it's more or less, you know, like the person is asking you for a favor. And if he's asking you for a favor, then you also have to take something in return. And, you know, it's been like this and it has become the norm. Though crazy, but this is the reality on the ground.
Okay, so you've been playing in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, in 2000s and all. We are also looking at, you know, being matching up with the time.
That's right.
As time goes, you want to, you know,
Exactly.
go with it.
Yeah.
How are you able to work with the current
That's right.
people?
I have a lot of songs. I have almost about 60 songs. I have 3 albums for now. I'm in the studio doing the next album. But if you listen to the songs, like you said, it's timeless because I blend every kind of rhythm into my music. I do Azonto, I do Al-Qaeda, I do root African music.
Can you give me one Azonto?
You want to dance Azonto?
Yeah.
Okay. Carolina, my only lover, she left me out to Alabama. Summer is here, come boogie down. Come on now, my Carolina. The response. Oh yo 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 yo. Oh yo 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 yo. Ay 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 ay. Oh yo 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 yo. Summer is here. Come boogie down. Come on now, my Carolina.
Wow.
Yes, Azonto. But it's well prepared.
It's pop.
Yes, it's African pop.
And it's more melodious.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's rhythmic.
Yeah.
You know, so it kind of sounds different from the regular Azonto that you're
Yeah.
in. But this is even a much matured and better version
Can I
of.
say this is an original sort of Azonto?
This
The
is much
ones
better
we
than
know.
that. Except that it's bumpy, you know,
That's
it's bumpy, it's jumpy, and it's vibrant, you know, just like the Azonto, you know, that they dance to. You
So,
know.
have you done any collaboration with our current men?
No.
Why?
Like you said, you know, they will come today and then they will die out tomorrow. I don't want to die out of them.
Oh, so you are just being strategic with the way you do your
that's
things.
right.
You just don't look at
I'll
anybody to
prefer,
collaborate with.
for now, I'm collaborating with Felix Owusu. I'm collaborating with Ambule.
JD Blair.
That's right. He's my uncle though, but I'm collaborating with him. And I'm thinking of collaborating with Jewel or A.B. Quincy. I prefer to collaborate with those people because I don't want to die out with anybody.
Yeah.
I
Are
want
you
to.
collaborating with Reggie Rexton?
Yeah, I'm collaborating with Reggie.
So Reggie Rexton sings, what is one of your songs? Give me one of Reggie.
Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Is that the kind of song you're doing, Reggie?
No,
Rap?
no. I'm not
Reggie's a
doing
rapper.
it. Yeah, he's a rapper, but
So
he's
how
a
did you
mature musician.
Really? Why did you describe him as mature?
Yeah, Reggie will go to the studio and then tell you, look, I need this, I want that, I need this, I want that, and do it this way, do it that way.
He knows what he
He
wants.
knows what he wants. And then if you tell Reggie, let's trace to this way, he will. But trust me, most of the guys, you tell them, look, let's go this way, and then they find it difficult to go that way because
Okay, you're saying he listens to advice?
not that he listens, but he's a mature musician. He's not just a singer or a rapper, but he is a musician.
So what kind of song have you done with Reggie, or are you doing with Reggie?
I'm doing one song called Laha Lahato. And Laha Lahato is a language from the western part of east of like Jula. Yeah. Laha Lahato means the fool in the abundance of.
I actually almost thought so. It rang a bell.
Yeah. Laha Lahato means in the abundance of water the fool is thirsty. Yeah. And it's Laha Lahato Bisala Jikoma Amasoro Biji Bona Alandana. So that's what I'm doing.
So when you do the chorus, then he will come in with a rap.
Yeah, he will sing.
He will sing?
Yeah. He is a good singer.
Yeah. That's what people don't know.
He will rap in a singing.
I didn't know you were doing a collaboration with Reggie. I would have brought him on the show too, so you guys do the two, and then I'll appreciate it better.
Yeah, that's how it is.
So how are you fighting this? This is a big challenge.
I can't fight it. I don't want to fight it.
But you can't still remain in the corner. We need to do something. You are on the international front.
Do you know Afromosis?
The country, yes.
Yeah. Is it popular in Ghana? Is it very popular as Sarkodie and other guys?
No, of course not.
That's right. He's making it big. Making it big.
That's like it's called making it big silently.
Yeah, not in Ghana.
I read in.
But that's not good enough.
Yeah, but Ghanaians are not helping him.
I read in some magazine some time ago, that there was this international festival, and Afromosis was a representative for Norway.
So unfortunate.
Yeah, Afromosis was a cultural ambassador for Norway.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A Ghanaian who is not even that popular in Ghana. Isn't this sad?
But he carries the flag of Ghana.
Wherever he goes, he represents Ghana to the fullest. You know what I mean?
But he represented Norway.
You know, but I mean, go on the street and ask Ghanaians who knows Afromosis, and it will be funny because the media will not, promote, artists of that stature.
I'm just trying to get some officials from the Ghana Musica, so that we find out, how we can actually do the balance. I want to know from your perspective, what do you think we can do to actually give that balance so that everybody will feel being fairly treated? Because I think that if you're not accepted in your own home, it doesn't give you any satisfaction, no matter how the international front accepts you.
Yes, like you're saying, of course we have to make materials available to you. But how many media houses haven't I gone to making my materials available? And how many of them have you heard? You make them available. The only thing that can make you promoted is make the materials available. But if I give the materials to you and you don't play, I can't come and say, hey, my lady, why are you not playing it?
Yeah.
No.
Sad.
You are a DJ. Will you play a song when I give it to you?
Of course, yes. Of course. The thing is, we've set this, status quo. We have made it seem as if you don't do anything, if you don't do any bumpy music, it cannot fit into our playlist, because the community in which we live, has a certain kind of music that we want to, dance to or listen to. And so if you do anything different, we won't play. Unfortunately, this kind of music is not for the regular Ghanaian. This is for someone who really appreciates music, to a certain degree. And it will take the media, promoting this kind of music to make it kind of acceptable to the ordinary Ghanaian.
To some
but we are not
extent-
pushing
To
it.
some extent, I disagree because we've had, for example, a station like a radio station like Atlantis Radio. Atlantis Radio, I don't hear them play local music. They always play foreign music.
How popular is Atlantis Radio?
People listen.
Yeah.
People listen a lot.
People
They
used
play
to
no
listen that much.
No, you say used
No.
to. I mean, when did they stop listening? It was when they. I mean, when I think the office got fire, and then their machines or probably something went wrong, and then they have now come back. But that is just
You
one
see-
example. I'm talking about examples of some stations that even have come now. And they play music. You monitor them. They play all foreign music. They never play local music, but people listen a lot because they play music. It's just music. They play. They don't talk. They don't do anything. They just play music, and people appreciate it. So if these stations they are located in Ghana, they are here. If they decide to play songs like Afropop as he's playing, and we have a class of that. We have this guy, who's the Kai gentleman. What's his name? King Aisoba.
Some factors worked in his favor for him to blow up when he came out. Ask yourself, when you know Aisoba's current songs, you know, like his latest releases
I think I've heard one on TV, something like that.
on TV,
Yeah.
right, which probably was paid for, to be shown. When was the last time you heard any of the new Aisoba songs on radio?
No, I mean.
You know what I mean? So
But
it's not
all
really.
those ones,
It's not really.
I think that I will blame you, the DJs, because the DJs have a particular
I'll
way
accept it.
of
I'll
playing.
accept it. I'll save
They,
it.
they,
I'll
like
save
you
it.
said, they have a class of. They have
some kind of
When they are playing some kind of songs, you are DJ. You are disc joking. You are putting the songs to match the beats that you're playing one after the one after the other with every song that comes in.
You see,
and it's probably difficult for them to mix just one they pick from. Maybe
And that I would disagree with you. When I was growing up, I heard the name. Do you know James Amati, the late James Amati?
Yes.
Yeah, he was a DJ. A DJ. He was playing all kind of music. He played funk, reggae, soca, cha cha cha, bolero, whatever.
You know something.
At the same time,
radio in Ghana, has one very big problem currently. The problem is that radio stations have employed too many spinners. I don't know if you know what I mean. Spinners are the DJs who play at funerals and at parties and things like that.
Yeah, spinners, yeah.
Radio stations have employed too many of such people who will come on radio and would want to make the radio sound as if you are in a nightclub. So if you don't have a tempo 3 song, your song will never make it onto their playlist because they play tempo 3. They play high tempo music, and so if you do anything a little different from what they have, you will never, no matter how good your music is, you never get your music played by any of these DJs because they want to play like they are in a nightclub. Radio is not supposed to be so. Radio is supposed to be introducing new things to us all the time.
And
they need to be educating us.
I can say that the trend has been so because if there's a first radio station that comes, this is the style they have chosen to go. The other one comes and follows suit. The third one comes and follows suit. That's the practice in Ghana. Somebody makes plantain chips and sell. The next one is doing plantain chips.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Suit.
I'm saying that since some radio station, put these DJs, these spinners on radio and got them, playing as if they're playing in a nightclub and got people listening, that has become the norm. Everyone that comes wants to follow suit. You know what I mean? So now ask yourself, when was the last time you listened to radio and the guy on radio played a song and after playing the song told you who made a song, the people who made a song, in a form of like giving credit to who made a song. When was the last time you heard anything like that? The guy on the radio doesn't even know how to talk in the first place. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what, when you take say 10 radio presenters in Ghana or radio DJs in Ghana, about 6 or 7 of them do not really understand the ethics of radio.
It's amazing how we are actually discussing this topic, because just yesterday what we discussed on the show was about journalism and the media in general and the kind of people we put on air to educate, to carry our programs. And I like the fact that we're actually doing this today because it just sinks in. And the clarification we were trying to make, or the two differences we got hanging, is the fact that we have journalists and we have media practitioners.
That's right.
I mean, in my field, we have journalists and we have media practitioners. A media practitioner cannot be a journalist, but a journalist can be a media practitioner. You are a professional there on your field as a journalist, and then you join the media practitioners group. But anybody at all can just get up and say I'm a media practitioner and not necessarily be a journalist. And I think that is what the challenge here is. The DJ.
I believe that I believe that a time will come when there will be a policy that if you don't get trained as a media practitioner, you will not get a job in the media.
Well, so
because it is a very dangerous thing for us to do, to put people who do not really understand the rudiments. The rudiments of the media job, to be on radio, practicing on TV or wherever, practicing what they do. And that's exactly what I told you earlier. I said that we have too many of these spinners, working on the radio stations, and they determine what kind of music should be played. You know what I mean? And trust me, some of these guys only know the artists, musicians who have been active in music in the last, say, 5 years. And they do not go beyond that. They only know musicians who have been active in music since the last 5 years. They don't know their music. You know what I mean? They don't know their music. And in Ghana, if you say you want to look at musicians who have been active in the last 5 years, you get these little boys, who are doing nothing next to, and so if you have a radio guy whose scope of understanding of music, or whose scope of knowledge of music is bothered on these guys who have been active in the last 5 years, then music in Ghana will suffer. Musicians who are doing proper music in Ghana will suffer.
Yeah, I'm trying to raise the president of the musical online. As and when we get him, we'll speak to him on this development. But Aka, how do you think, with all that he has said, how do you think they can also do to support your kind of music? Afro-pop music. It's not as if we don't have it in Ghana. We have it in Ghana. We have it elsewhere. And I realize that we even end up promoting other countries.
That's right.
Afro-pop music.
That's true. Because Salif Keita and Yusundo and Baba Mal and all them, and they are popular here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
One thing is that if you go to Senegal, if you go to Burkina Faso, if you go to Togo, if you open any, you want to listen to any radio, you can only hear foreign music after 10 p.m.
And it's a policy.
It's a policy, I guess.
National policy.
If you watch any television, you will see any foreign act after 10 p.m. Other than that, from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. is totally
let's promote our own
national. Whether you like it or not, then you better close the TV down. You definitely have to watch it.
Which country are you talking about?
Any other country apart from Ghana.
You don't know.
All the countries surrounding us, from Africa,
Ghanaians are strange. No, Ghanaians are very strange people.
So they don't just put anything on air.
Efia, do you know that Ghana is the only country? Ghana is the only country in the world, in the whole world, that when you speak English, which is not your language, and
is not correct,
and make mistakes, people laugh at you.
Yeah.
You know, it's the only country in the whole world. That's right. In the whole world, the only country that you speak a foreign language and you don't speak that language, well, you're mocked at, you're ridiculed. The only country in the world. We are funny people. We love what comes out of, what comes from outside than what we have in here.
Inside. It's because of what we have. I'm really interested in what the point you just raised on what we put on air.
That's
so
right.
You are actually advocating for something.
That's
like
right.
That.
It's better. I'm not the only person who is doing Afro music. A lot of the guys, which you don't have any idea of, because they are not popular in Ghana here. So if you really want to project as Ghanaians, and people, I mean, I don't know too much about the Bible, but the Bible says you know the people by their culture.
By their fruits.
By their fruits, that's right. That's their culture.
That's their culture.
I want you to give me some words here. You say your name is
PK.
PK. I don't want you to tell your name, but I can tell you your age. But I can tell you're a very young guy, and I know as young as he is, it's a big opportunity for him to be going around with you, do this music on the international front. How do you feel as a young person having such a talent, yet you want to be, come out different, and everybody see you, he has made it in Ghana, and you're not being recognized?
It's rather unfortunate. Just like my father said, we have been around for some time, and it looks like in Ghana you are not appreciated. But when you hit elsewhere in the world, they see you. It's so amazing. Sometimes after stage, I was in Switzerland about 2 years ago, and after a concert, someone walked to me and he said, "I just want to buy your drum stick." I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
They appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you know when
they're so enchanted by it.
When musicians are on stage and they are performing, sometimes you even have ladies, excuse my word, taking off their
throwing up to you.
We do like
autograph
on their printers. Not in Ghana.
Do you feel like coming back to Ghana when you go out to perform?
Yeah, the only thing that makes me feel coming back to Ghana is the food.
Home's home.
Apart from that, it's nice to be there because you appreciate it.
They appreciate you. And the funny thing is that when a band is performing on stage, they actually look out for individuals who are part of the team.
That's right.
The drama, you realize that someone in some corner watching you closely and appreciating the style and the way you're using it to play. And the guitarist, the whatever, the singer is not even that one even coming. But the backers, it will shock you who will come up to you and tell you,
"You're great,
I like your shoes." And were you looking at my shoes?
Yeah.
Someone walked up to me and he said, "I want an autograph on my breast, excuse me." And I said, "Wow, how can I do this?" And I said, "I don't care how you do it, I just want an autograph."
And you did
it became a story.
And that's a statement.
It was strange.
You see, it is just not about signing an autograph on a woman's breast. It is the woman's depth of appreciation
for you.
But
there you could have said that in Ghana we don't do that, and that is like selling Ghana positively. But you didn't say it, and you did the autograph.
No, for me, it's only a gesture. For me, it's only a gesture.
This opportunity, Joshua wanted it to.
I think it's only a gesture. You know what it means when you're a woman.
Yeah.
What will make you take off your panty and throw it to a guy?
Charlie, I should
means
love
that you're
you.
crazy.
I'm so crazy about
exactly,
you.
And that's what happens.
Charlie, I envy you.
That's how it is.
A big deal. How many countries have you been to so far?
I've been to more than 15 countries.
You're almost covering the world.
Yeah, almost. I've been to almost 2/3 of the whole world.
Oh,
2/3, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The only place I haven't visited is the Far East. Yeah, I've visited everywhere in the world.
Which I'm so sure when you take this music there, something very foreign to them.
I have 5,000 followers in Japan now.
Woo!
Yeah.
How many followers do you have in Ghana?
About 400 or 470.
In the whole of Ghana?
Yeah, the whole of Ghana.
Over
on Facebook?
25 million.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
What's your name on Facebook?
Akabli.
I'm going to add you right now.
Yeah, Akabli.
Yeah.
I have 470 followers in Ghana.
And 5,000.
And I have 3,072 in Scandinavia.
Wow.
It's amazing. You're not my friend on Facebook, but I tried reading up about you yesterday before coming on the show, and I began appreciating. So that's why I decided to read some of your achievements for people to also appreciate as much as I'm appreciating. But I'm loving this young man, and
he's
this
called
is
Dompe. He's Dompe. That's the name.
He's called Dompe.
Dompe.
We're from Dompe.
Yeah.
When I was in school, when you call people Dompe, means they are so lanky and so bony.
No, but I think he's a very tough guy. You see, playing the drum takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Okay, give me some, energetic playing style.
Your sound.
Yeah.
That's the Dompe.
It's rhythmic. So how are you able to tell that when you play at the tip of the drum, it gives you this sound, when you play in the middle, it gives you that sound? How did you learn it?
Palm drumming.
It's called palm drumming.
Yeah, this is djembe. And you have so many types of drumming. You have stick drumming. You have palm drumming.
Palm, your palm.
Yes, because I'm using my palm. And you have I don't know how to call it, but we have so many techniques in playing palm drumming. If I do this, it's called slap
at the tip.
Yeah, I just slap the drum like you're slapping someone. It sounds like you're slapping someone. You have the tune, and you have what I call tickling.
You're tickling the drum.
Yeah, so we just combine all this and just make
I watched this movie Drumline, and there was this guy who was playing the bass drum.
That's right.
And he was always playing horribly. So the colleague of his, that is Mariah Carey's wife, what's his name? Husband, Nick Cannon. He was very, very good. So he hears a guy playing, and then he goes to peep. I'm like, why are you playing? The sound doesn't sound right. So he goes into the room and says, hey, love the drum. Love the drum.
Make
so
love,
then
make
I'm
love
like,
to the drum.
I really understood him clearly, because he's like, when you love your girlfriend, the way you want to make love to her, love your drum. So I think that is the kind of things you use in playing.
Yes, you really have to have passion
for the drum.
What you're doing. I don't just see it as a drum. I see it more or less like my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Just because this is what I do. People think in Ghana, there have been so many perception about people playing drums or percussionists. In the olden days, they had a perception, if you're a percussionist, then it's like you have nothing doing.
If you're a percussionist, you have nothing doing.
Like any person or any drummer, it looks like you've not even been to school. But for me or for us, it's something. It's passion.
But what is education? It's because we don't even know what education is. Right. That is why we are so, less literate.
I listened to this poem. I listened to this poem yesterday on TV by some English boy, and he was talking about how examination results should not determine our destiny.
Exactly.
And it made so much sense to me. I realized that, if you have a child and you really want to educate that child, look for what the child is interested in doing.
His talent, his hobby.
with his life, and then help him develop that. If it's a talent, help him develop that talent. And for me, that's the best education you can give anyone. Yeah.
But I think, you see, basically, people don't know, but education is not just sitting in a classroom and doing 1 + 1 is 2, A, B, C, D. That is not education. Education is actually updating the skills you have on every area.
So you can fit into society.
If you sweep on the streets and you learn how to sweep, that is education. If you play drums and you want to learn more about drums, that is education.
It's a very complex.
It's broad.
Complex environment. Just learn to survive in it.
Because of our illiteracy, if you say, I go school, and I just say, a book or a doctor, or no. It's all areas. It cuts across. Anyway, but I like the fact that you have something to do on the team. You are going around. So you see, you're the one doing all the rounds. You speak well. Do you do any formal education apart from the drums you're playing?
No, I studied. I did IT in school. I actually studied Microsoft System Engineering, but I can't just imagine myself sitting at the office
without the drums.
Yes,
That is your feel. That's your passion.
I just love the drumming.
But it's taking you places, and I appreciate the fact that you have actually cut down unemployment. For the youth.
It's funny, but you see, all of these things, stem from some situation that have been created by the media. People have this funny perception of people in the arts. See, you go on an interview as a musician, and the interviewer asks you, so apart from music, what do you do? Do you ask the doctor, apart from being a doctor, what do you do? As if that's not a profession. For me,
what would you
well,
do?
excuse
What
my
would
French,
you have done
that's
to me
stupid.
if I had asked that?
I would have asked you, what do you do after the
You see?
I couldn't see myself.
The guy is a musician by profession. That's what he does.
Exactly.
And you're asking him,
what do you do?
Apart from music?
I sleep.
As if that's not a job.
I sleep because music is what I do.
Yes.
What as a youth? What's a challenge you're going through? I mean, you've said some from the beginning, but what's a challenge as you go around the world and come back to Ghana? You see nothing. What are some of the challenges you can tell us?
With regards to traveling.
Yes.
For me, I think if you do it right, you didn't have any issue. It's just that in Ghana we are not appreciated, but we wish we are seen here in Ghana like we are seen in the world. But if you just do your things right, I don't see any challenge. No.
I love you, don't get me wrong, but I'm so proud of him. I like the fact that as a young person, it's not all about hey let's go and jam.
He doesn't go doing fast food music.
No. He just calm with his girlfriend. He loves his girl, and I appreciate you for that. I
think we're having a concert tonight.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Oh, you made time on the show. Thank you. I mean, I know sometimes when they have their so-called concerts, it becomes wahala. Oh, I have a concert tomorrow. So
we have just 2 hours concert, and it's just 2 hours. So
and
we start at 8 and close at 10 at Goethe Institute.
Goethe Institute.
Yeah.
What
NAFTI is building before NAFTI.
What program
that's
is that
Cantonment.
It's just
you're just putting up a concert.
A concert, yeah. Since we came back, we haven't done any concert in Ghana, so this is going to be our first concert.
When you put a concert, how many people come? What are the classes of people that come?
The last concert we did here was at the Alliance Francaise. I think we had about 700 people.
Oh, Alliance.
Yeah, at
really?
Alliance, yeah.
What are the kind of people that came, the class of people?
Expatriates.
Definitely. And it's always they appreciating
and
Ghanaians.
And 10 Ghanaians who really understand good music.
I wanted to do something, but let's just. I think I was trying to get to the president of Musica. He's outside the country, I'm told, and we're trying to get to another executive. He's also not picking his phone, and so I'm sure next week we're going to be back on the set and do some more and get to the bottom of it and see how we can also help support, because we're talking high life next week, and it's as if even those who are doing the hip life are still coming back to the high life thing. If you've studied the train,
one thing I've realized is that for this music to thrive in Ghana, there has to be a lot more live performances, like concerts they're doing tonight. But the challenge they have, that I know of, is the fact that you don't get sponsorship for events like this. So I think that the media has to help. The media needs to support this by just offering them the platform to advertise, promote the concerts when they are doing that.
If you come and play at my dinner, if I organize a dinner, you have to come and play. What kind of song will you be playing? Can you play one song?
So your dinner?
Yeah, my dinner.
Oh, I'll play Ladies and Gents, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away. Then you take the girls away from me.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so sure I'm going to be laughing myself off. Anyway, that's cool. Thank you. So let's just do some quick conclusion on that, and then we can hit on Ronnie a bit, because we have a few minutes to go, and then we take his comments on that before we close. Let me start off with you.
That's right.
On what we're talking about.
Well, I'm only saying that there has to be more of such live concerts but they have a problem. The problem they have is that they don't get sponsorship for events like that. So the media needs to support it, because if it goes well for all of us as a community. We need to offer them the platform to promote the event so they can put up more, because the more we feed the community with this great music, the more they learn to accept it, and it will go a long way, you know, to spread and get, you know, better, grow, you know, on the people. So please, I mean, we're appealing to the media, please be in support of such great music. This is music. This is what is music.
Thank you.
Not the noise.
Thank you.
I think
PK. That's my boss's name. What do you?
What I'm saying is, I think there is a particular trend in Ghana. If you don't sing, or if your music is not in key, it's somehow. So I think we should now begin to appreciate whatever language the song is being
appreciating. But like he was singing in Zima, and I was loving it, although I didn't understand.
Yeah, because all those who have made it, like Babama, Sundu, they sing in their local dialects.
Wolof and other languages.
But actually, the Kijos them come here, they don't sing in Ghanaian language, but we love it. And I wonder how we're able to associate with them, and we are not able to associate now with our own.
Music is a universal language. Music doesn't really. We don't have language barriers in music. No, music is music, and you just have to feel it.
I think, as a people, we have to appreciate ourselves as Ghanaians. Let's say ourselves to the foreigners that here,
this is what
we have. We are Ghanaians, and we eat benku, we eat akpele, we eat whatever. We have to appreciate
Nigerians
ourselves.
have this thing. They do music videos, and it came out on the show the other time that they never do music videos, and you don't see anything Nigerian in it. They always carry their culture into the music.
That's true.
Either you find some girl dressed in a Nigerian attire, something, or you find they always carry their culture into the music.
You see, even now with the Nigerian artists who are doing Afrobeat. If you take a look at those who are making it big, like the D'banjis, the Burna Boys, and all those, they still have some element of juju.
Yeah.
That's right.
The juju music that that was done by the King Sunny Ade and all those. Still, in the music, so it's Nigerian, and it has that identity.
At least
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well. So something that you didn't say that I'm still going to put to you, you were telling us to, accept our music. I'm wondering what you, the DJs, are also going to do. And I'm putting a challenge or throwing a challenge to you that you will start playing songs like this. So that at least if we want to identify DJs, we know Rita is very, very Afro-pop-like.
In my own small way, I play music like that, But then one person cannot make that impact. We would need to have a lot more radio people playing music like that, so the music will grow on our people, and our people will eventually accept this, because this is music. I keep saying this is music. This is what is music.
So after this is music, somebody or my producer wants me to ask you that something you're wearing. What is it called?
This it's just a
heart.
Is this a heart?
Yeah.
Made in leather.
Made in leather.
Yeah. How many years has it been?
This one, several years. I can't even remember.
Please, cameras to capture, take a close shot of that.
I can't even remember. Several years, about 20 years, 30 years ago.
This is 20 years, 30 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how it is. And I was being interviewed by Laz. And though the name is Laz, but she's a lady. And then she was talking about this. I said, okay, this my grandfather gave to me. And if you want to fly, I want to put, he ran away from us.
But this is the lovely thing about Africa. I love it.
I was just joking, and then she took it serious. So after the interview, I wanted to go and then say, oh, thank you. She wouldn't.
She would disappear.
Oh, that's good.
I made it myself.
I don't want Africa to lose our power. Face the fact. I think that the Westerners are still afraid of us because of such you know.
Yeah, and you know, they think I have some juju in it.
It's good.
But it's nothing.
I love it. Thank you. So we're crossing over for some videos that we captured in Ronnie's house yesterday when they were celebrating the 1 year of our musician. The 1 week, I mean, I'm sorry, pardon me, the 1 week of Ronnie. And we took some, tributes from some musicians who also went there to pay their last respect to the gentleman. So let me have the video on your screens here.
No more BB, BB, DJs, family members, ne fanning if you what was your dear name. Yehan work as soon. Ahinshi. I said, Abisia, Rakmo, Abekan, and son, almost of Atanasi. Yebe.
His family actually, he's related, so it's deeper than that. It's a sad event. If you look at my eyes, I've been crying since it happened. I got on Facebook, I spoke my mind because I felt like people didn't give them what they were supposed to get as they've been able to pay their quota to the Ghanaian industry. I feel it's sad. We don't always have to wait for people to pass before we appreciate their work. It was one thing that
he's a big guy, and anytime I see him, I show him respect because he has contributed to the Ghana music industry.
Ronnie, I've been with Ronnie for the past years. He's one of the guys that I connect with when Ghana music is concerned. I've traveled with him to some countries, and we've had a lot of programs together. We are very close, but I still can't believe this is going on. But I think it's about time for us to pray and ask God to do what He wants to do.
Very, very big blow. When I heard the news, trust me, if I tell you I believe it, it's a lie. I never did. That's why I drove straight to the mortuary and demanded to see the body, and they brought Ronnie. In fact, personally, we met as like business partners, but then it grew to friendship and we became like a family. He comes to my house, my mom knows him and all that, and in fact, it's a big loss. Let me talk about my personal stuff right now. Yes, I'm not taking it easy at all because Ronnie is a friend, he's a brother. Early 90s, the connection started from early 90s. And so personally, it's a big loss to me and I feel very down at the moment. As you can see, we're all mourning and it's the first week, 1 week observation. But in terms of music, it's even a bigger blow because we've lost one of our major guys in the industry, somebody who contributed immensely to the upgrowth of our music, because the group was fantastic. It was a fantastic group, and for us, it's a great deal. It's a great deal. Bola bola bola, nami pi, chingelengelengelengen sui, bono ankasope bola. I said this a lot of places and I still say it. I mean, Ronnie had this father figure thing with him. He was there for me when lots of people were not. So I mean, that's one thing I don't forget, because Ronnie was my father, was my dad, was there for me when my mom died and all. He taught me the things to do in order for me to be a great artist, not just for my family, for myself, and then how I could go about things to feed my family and to be a celebrity as well. So yeah, You understand? Like I mean, you listen to a book back song, and I mean, at the beginning, Bite to be doing this thing, everybody will be nodding, but when it gets to Ronnie's part, you go like from fire to fire. My girlfriend say me like, so yeah, Ronnie taught me one thing, and that's catchy phrases. His phrases will just catch you, and then it won't get off your head for a bit. Yeah, so you're welcome.
Well, when you mention Ronnie, you think of Book Back, and
Thank you for that video there, and those were some of the bites you got from some musicians who appeared in the house of Ronnie to pay their last respect. And just when we're getting to Samini, the video ended. I don't know, my producer says my time is up. You know, Samini was slapped, by Ronnie before.
Yeah, I mean they had that. They had that when Samini did that song, Igwe.
Yeah.
You know, I think there was a line in there that was directed to Ronnie, and Ronnie didn't, yeah. So yeah, they met at Glenn's the day the song was released. 7 hours later, they met at Glenn's, and Ronnie is a bit, straight to the point kind of guy. So he went straight to the dude.
The last time Marco was telling me he's temperamental.
Yeah, I mean, he walked up straight to Samini and was like,
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but they were friends, after that. I mean,
by the video, Samini has said that had I not made up with him, I think I would have been regretting by now.
Yeah,
So
they were cool. They were cool after. I mean, that was just.
But you were saying something up backstage. I mean, what do you have to say about our Lord?
Like my brother is saying, there's a musician called Lukwa Kanza. If you haven't heard the name before, he's from DR Congo, very big. And then he also sang the same thing against Richard Bona. And when they met, Richard said, "Hey, you are crazy," and it was just a joke. Why do you have to go and slap somebody because he sang? I mean, it's pathetic, but what can you do? We just have to pray that you go and wait us somewhere until we come.
I don't know if his soul is resting really in peace, because you still have the ladies raging on. I am the wife, I'm the wife, I'm the wife, about 6 of them, and I hear there is more.
So I don't think we'll rest in peace, because if you should die,
the women, they are all not just being.
It's too young for him to die.
You don't think his soul will rest in peace?
No, I don't think so. He's too young to die. Though young children die, young people die, but I mean, you can't understand it. We drive and come back and come and die. Though nature, you can't understand. But to me, it's understandable. It's understandable. I can't understand.
Have you learned anything from this?
I think you just have to be yourself and just be positive. Always think right for people. And I think if you think right for people, whatever, no matter what they think about you, if you have the right frame of mind, I think
clean out.
All is well said and done. Thank you for your time. My time is up. I love Akable. He is really a hero. He should keep on doing the best of music he does. Mike from Tema, what a wonderful man. I love this music. Kate of Osu. When is Ronnie's funeral coming up? Please, you people should let us know. Peter Nima, the date is not out yet, so we'll let you know when it is. We have to build up the music industry. These people are the heroes of Ghanaian music. Salifu of Nima, thank you. I love Ronnie. His death has spoiled my love for hip life music, because I always followed his music. This is from Achimota, Patrick of Achimota. Thank you too. For my time is up. I'll let you actually give us music as we close the show. My name is Annie. I was here with the hero Akable. I mean, the greatest guitarist we have at all times in Ghana here, and also on the international one. Rutai is with me. PK is one of the members on his team, and he's doing his thing. I love you guys, and enjoy the rest of the program.
Ladies and gents, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away. We are taking the girls away. We are taking the girls away. Ladies and gents, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away. We are taking the girls away. We are taking the girls away. Ladies and gents, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away. Ladies and gents, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away. We are taking the girls away. We are taking the girls away. Ladies and gents, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away. And this is what you do at your dinner.
I will love it. I will love it. I will certainly be there.